Hey YouTube, this is Droozle. I just wanted to do a video to show off this new Alienware laptop I picked up. Please excuse the reflection in the background, you can see my face sort of in the screen. But this is an Alienware 13 R2. My TV's making noise, pardon me. But I just bought this a couple days ago. I bought an open box version and it had some problems, and so I returned it to the store and they exchanged me out for a brand new one at no additional charge. I got it at Best Buy, and this is like a $1,500 laptop. They had it on sale for $1,299, and because I bought the open box version, it was $1,040. So I really think I scored on this. This is the only gaming laptop I'm aware of that has an OLED panel. It is gorgeous. There's my TV for fun. I have a HDR 4K Sony TV there, and this thing blows it out of the water in terms of overall clarity. Don't get me wrong, the HDR is nice, but this is just ridiculous. So in addition to that, I went ahead and picked up a PNY GeForce GTX 1060. You may be asking yourself why, and it's because this particular model of laptop supports the Alienware graphics amplifier, which is an external housing that you can put a desktop GPU in and run the laptop using that desktop card, and as a result you get the performance of the desktop GPU, although it's a little it's not quite as fast as it should be, because I think it runs at 4x instead of at least 8x, so it probably saturates that many PCI Express lanes, and you do lose a little performance out of it, but it's still better than the laptop's card by a long ways. So here's the amplifier. Pardon the lighting in here, it's not great, and for some reason the little light on the front of it isn't lighting up. I bought this this enclosure on Craigslist a couple years ago, actually a year and a half, for like $100 from someone who was getting rid of it, and I thought, for sure at some point I would get a laptop that it would be compatible with, and so I've just held on to it and had it in a box for all this time. And tonight I finally got to break it out, and sure enough it works just fine. Other than, like I say, for some reason that light doesn't seem to be lighting up. The little alien head, if you can kind of see it, should have like the eyes lit up, and it doesn't. But I don't really care. It would look cool if it worked, but it doesn't. So basically the way this works, I'll try to pull this around here so you can kind of see. There's this cable in the back here. As you can see, it's kind of an unusual looking cable. It's proprietary, so it doesn't work with anything except for specific Alienware laptop models, unfortunately. But it's a combination of DisplayPort and USB 3, to my understanding, and it allows you, once again, like I said, to use a desktop card. You can use all the way up to a GTX Titan X, Pascal 12 gig card if you were to so be inclined. This laptop, I would say, would definitely bottleneck that kind of a card, because it's only a dual core CPU. It's an i7, but it's a dual core i7. Let me bring up some specs for you here. Oh, that's not what I wanted, sorry. Get these loaded up here and see if I can make it so you can view this. Alright, so I don't know if that's going to come into focus. Okay, so it's an i7 6600U dual core and hyper-threaded CPU, even though it's got, I think, 4 megs of cache. Yeah, 2 cores, 4 threads, as you can see. It's not like it's the fastest processor on the planet, but there again, for 15 TDP, it seems like it's actually pretty powerful. It steps up to, I believe, to 3 gigahertz as shown there. Normal, like non-boost clock is 2.5 gigahertz. And then as you can see, it's already reading my NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 3 gig card, which I got for a little over $200. And you can see it's got 3 gigs of Samsung GDDR5. And as you can see, it's only running at 4x, which is, again, a little bit of a limiting factor. But I have tried some things with it, like I played Witcher 3 in Quad HD on mostly high settings, and it's definitely getting excellent frame rates. I can't tell exactly what the frame rate is. I didn't run like Fraps or something to find out, but it seems like it's doing quite well. Let me see if I can load that up here real quick. I'm sure you're not going to get if you don't have an OLED panel to watch this on, it's like you're not going to get the full benefit out of it. But the speakers on this thing are even quite nice. It's a Quad HD also. It's 2560 by 1440 resolution on a 13-inch screen, so the pixel density is great. The sharpness is great. The color quality on this thing is amazing. Let's see if this will load up. I've been having some issues with getting this particular game to even load on my desktop. There it went. Let's see if I can skip through some of this. Alright. So as you can see, Quad HD, full screen. Shut off some of the stuff like the hair works because that can really wreck your frame rate. Some of these are I'm running at medium. I could turn them up though. I have a feeling though, and still probably do pretty well. This is a new game basically on this machine. I need to transfer over my save file from my desktop if I want to play from there. Alright. I don't know if how well this is really going to be represented in the recording, but like I say, the actual game on here looks incredible. I mean, this is my... Let me turn on the audio here real quick. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Back here is my LG 4K IPS panel that has over 99% RGB reproduction. The color on this thing is great. It's 10-bit. You know, up until I got this laptop, it was the best picture quality I had seen in a laptop. And like I say, there's really the sharpness on this thing. I'll turn it down a little bit so I can not be so drowned out by the game's music. But yeah, there we go. Just the color and the clarity on this thing is freaking ridiculous. I think that's got a lot to do again with the pixel density, but just OLED is freaking unbelievable. What I'm going to try doing later is I got to hook my desktop back up. I had it disconnected for some cleaning purposes around here today. I got to hook it back up, and then I'm going to try using Steam. Unfortunately, I have this game on GOG, so that's not going to work. But I can try like some of my other games and use Steam to do over my network. I can broadcast. I think they call it Steam Link, and then try on this screen, but using my dual GTX 1080s of my desktop and get the higher frame rate out of it, and play at higher settings and see how they look on here. But this thing is pretty amazing. Like I said, this is only a dual core CPU, and this game runs excellently. It looks beautiful, runs great. The GPU that's actually in the laptop is a GTX 965 4 gig mobile card, and it is definitely dwarfed by the 1060 because I tried some of these things. I didn't play this particular game, but I tried some other games, and it runs everything pretty well for an internal card. But compared to this, I mean, this is definitely an improvement. I kind of wish I could have got the 6 gig edition, but they didn't have any at Best Buy, and this was not a bad price, and so I just picked it up. But I think the 6 gig would have been better, and really at Quad HD, I think that 3 gigs is a little bit light in the pants at this point. I could probably dial it back to 1080p. It'd probably still look pretty good. Pardon my finger in front of the camera. I was going to say, at 1080p, it'd probably still look pretty damn good on this screen, and it probably would be excellent frame rate. You probably wouldn't even be able to tell them that far apart because, again, it's a fairly small screen, but the pixel density is great. But anyways, this has been Drizzle. This is my new lovely little Alienware that I picked up mostly for a trip I'm going on next month where I'll be gone for a little over a week. I'm going to go up and visit my parents and do some hunting and things like that with my dad. And I wanted to have something to bring with me, so I could, and then I have some friends up there I want to show it to. But that's the purpose. That's the cool features. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And please click like and or subscribe if you feel the urge. Thanks, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.